I know. I owe you an explanation. My behavior was appalling. Shut up. Stop talking.
오늘은 장차 영국의 국왕이 될 필립 왕자의 결혼식이고 동생인 헨리 왕자도 오랜만에 국민들의 앞에 섰습니다.
Presenting the US is Nora Holleran, the Vice President's granddaughter.
She's talking about us.
미국 최초의 여성 대통령 아들인 알렉스.
No! Are you crazy? I want to see Buckingham Palace, don't you?
그는 묘하게 눈에 걸렸던 헨리가 보기 싫어서 피로연에 가는 걸 거절하고 있네요.
Like if I use the wrong fork at dinner, they're just gonna eat me alive.
형의 결혼식이지만 헨리도 알렉스만큼 긴장하고 있습니다.
You're not going to want to hear this, but that Prince Henry is so yummy.
Is how attractive the president's son is. Have you ever met him?
Yes, a few times. He's very animated. How's it going?
긴장한 탓에 술을 너무 많이 먹어버린 알렉스.
What's up? Long time no see. Oh, you gotta wonder how many families you could feed with what this cake costs. Tell me something, Your Majesty.
Magnificent day. Yes, Alex.
Did your parents send you to snobbery school, or does looking down on people just come naturally to you?
Well, in your case, I would say it's rather inevitable.
We are the same height.
You're desperately in need of one.
You know what?
대형 사고를 치기 10초 전.
Got it. Got it. It'll be fine.
겨우 또다시 수많은 사람의 입방아에 오르고 말았죠.
I sent you to London with some pretty simple instructions. Represent the family at the royal wedding and don't cause an international incident.
Henry shoved me.
An urge I currently share with the prince.
Ma, you know by next week no one will be talking about this anymore. And really, no reasonable person is going to even pay attention to that
British
article,
people
okay?
deserve better from our closest ally than this juvenile stunt.
Is some good old-fashioned damage control. Zara will explain everything.
I'm really sorry, Mom.
I know you are, baby. That's why I need you to fix it.
이제 사고를 친 걸 수습하기 위해 바쁘게 움직이게 됩니다.
You've got to be joking.
Alex, it's good to see you. Sober?
One of our photographers will now take some pictures of His Royal Highness welcoming you.
What, don't I get to
I'm
shower and
afraid
change
we're on a
first?
very tight schedule.
두 사람이 친하다는 이미지를 만들기로 했습니다.
Quiet, everyone.
Can you two scooch in a little closer together? Mate, since you met at the Melbourne Climate Conference several years back. Is that correct?
Yes, yes. We hit it off instantly. Yeah. It's like we've known each other all our lives, right?
So, Alex, what do you think of jolly old England?
I've been a few times since my mom was elected. I love the people, the beer, the dogs that wear the sweaters. Yeah.
Well, actually, we say jumpers.
고전적인 방법이라도 이게 가장 효과적인 방법이었죠.
Well, his mum is the President of the United States. And my mum is the Duchess of Edinburgh, which means that his mum outranks my mum.
You visit this place a lot?
Every couple months. Never with photographers, though.
Stay down.
Get your off me! I'm serious right now.
Percentile 33.
Yeah?
Makes sense.
What do you mean by that?
It means you've got good taste, Alex.
Thanks.
Why'd you dislike me?
Climate conference in Melbourne, first night party. I went to introduce myself to you, and you looked at me like I had head lice.
I could have been nicer. All right, what else? It couldn't have just been the conference. Oh my God, it is. It is, isn't it?
Don't minimize it.
How could I possibly?
But it was my first foray into the world as a public figure, and I was really scared, and you could have helped me, and you didn't.
I'm sorry. I was a prick to you. My brother had died a few months before, and the palace insisted on parading me around.
Well, now I feel like I need to apologize.
Threat neutralized. Some kid brought fireworks for his friend.
When you say neutralized,
It's good he's already in the hospital.
대화의 중요성 덕분에 두 사람은 이번 계기로 많이 가까워졌습니다.
okay.
Thank you very much.
Well, I need to get out of here. See you in a few months, Your Majesty. Later, Sean.
You can already see the potential outlines of what President Claremont's campaign could be about next year, right? And insofar as it concerns the president's trade deal with Great Britain, well, the First Son's charm offensive this week has helped his mother's campaign.
Hey, Dad. I hate the tie you're wearing in Vogue. It's so boring. What do you have against color anyway?
Grey is a color, thank you.
The next box is full of thongs. I first read Zadie Smith as a teenager. You absolutely have to read Another Country by James Baldwin.
The picture of Dorian Gray.
And Love in the Time of Cholera.
Also, Madame Bovary.
I'm sending you a copy.
왕자로 사는 헨리와 대통령의 아들인 알렉스는 서로 많은 것들을 공감하며 금방 친해집니다.
Has your new buddy, the prince, confirmed for your New Year's party? You want to help your mother's campaign? Make sure Prince Henry comes to your party. People like him more than they like you.
Well, they wouldn't if they knew him.
약속대로 신년 파티에 참석한 헨리.
I haven't drunk since Christmas. You gotta catch up. That's Henry.
하지만 필립은 파티에 적응하지 못하고 있었죠.
Ballroom lessons didn't exactly cover this.
All in the hips. Loosen up.
잠시 시간이 느리게 흐르는 것처럼 한참 동안 서로만 눈에 들어왔던 두 사람.
Seconds to midnight, everyone!
Did I do something wrong?
Do you ever wonder who you'd be if you were an anonymous person in the world?
Who would you be?
Be a writer, live in Paris, certainly date more.
Because it's so hard for a prince to get a date.
People I date don't interest me.
Oh my God, Henry, I have no idea what you're talking about.
Christ, you're as thick as it gets.
정말 급발진으로 키가를 시전하고만 헨리.
Sorry.
그날 이후 생각이 많아진 건 알렉스도 마찬가지였습니다.
Henry kind of kissed me.
I'm gonna take that as a yes.
And it wasn't unpleasant, just surprising.
Extrapolate as you wish. First, you've been like completely obsessed with Henry, and he kissed you, and you liked it. So, objectively, what do you think that means?
But what I'm really confused about is being into Henry.
How many guys have you been with?
2. Once in high school, and once with Miguel Ramos.
Okay, well, do you two have any appearances coming up?
He's supposed to be my guest at the Prime Minister's dinner next month. He can't ignore me all night.
I guess you'll find out.
드디어 헨리를 만날 수 있는 총리 만찬날이 되었죠.
Is this the year the Democrats finally flipped Texas?
Earth to Alex? Yeah, we're gonna flip Texas.
Where's the threat? Do we need to clear the room?
What? No. I just need to talk to Henry in private.
Best I can do is the red room.
결국 레드룸으로 따로 헨리를 불러냅니다.
I know. I owe you an explanation. My behavior was appalling.
Shut up. Stop talking.
Wait a minute.
All right, fellas, time's up. We gotta get back to. Oh God.
So, are you still like Stonehenge? Your Royal Highness? Henry and I are much happier against walls.
Everything all right?
Yes, very excited to be here.
Hopefully we'll get through tonight without any more scandals from these two.
Then at midnight, you're gonna come to my room on the second floor of the residence where I'm going to do some very bad things to you.
신데렐라 퇴근 시간에 맞춰 미래를 즐기죠.
To be clear, this changes nothing between us.
I was about to say the same thing.
You won't. It's impossible.
When did you start to fancy?
Melbourne Climate Conference. First night party.
그렇게 세계에서 가장 큰 스캔들을 만들어 버렸습니다.
I guess you could say I'm bisexual. I am as gay. I wouldn't mind doing this again.
Me neither. We just have to keep it very casual, of course.
Obviously, the press and all.
I just can't afford for you to fall in love with me.
Okay,
wait a minute. No, that's not what I meant
over
when I said...
yourself, Your Majesty.
It's your Royal Highness. I don't know how many times I have to tell you that.
다음 달에 있을 폴로 경기에 알렉스를 초대한 헨리.
You hungry?
Yeah, I could eat. Does anyone in your family know about you?
My sister Bee's the only one I've told. My mum probably suspects. My brother Philip is completely oblivious.
And what about His Majesty, the King?
Grandpa's a cold, hard realist. He sat me down on my 18th birthday and told me not to let any selfish desires I might be harboring reflect poorly on the crown.
That is some bullshit.
It's my life.
Doesn't mean you have to accept it.
Prince Henry belongs to Britain. Henry Fox has to belong to himself, or else he'll vanish.
Can he ever belong to someone else?
Only momentarily. Be careful. Oh. These buttons are quite sturdy. Rigid.
그리고 이날 밤 두 사람은 새로운 역사를 만들어갔습니다.
My first Texas campaign, your grandmother saved everything.
Every press clipping, every button, every flyer.
I read your memo. Good work. You'll have a shoestring budget. You'll eat fast food for every meal.
You'll work 18-hour days, and you'll love every minute of it.
So what do you say?
When do I start?
엄마의 재손을 돕고 싶었던 알렉스는 엄마의 고향인 텍사스에서 선거 운동을 하며 꾸준히 헨리와 연락하고 지내고 있었죠.
For all my big talk and certainty, I'm secretly afraid I'm going to let my mother down.
10 million voters!
I'm reminded of one of my favorite quotes from Sense and Sensibility. It isn't what we say or think that defines us, but what we do. And I think that what you're doing is amazing.
그리고 알렉스의 노력은 좋은 성과를 내고 있었습니다.
What are you doing here?
Oh, just a bit of skullduggery. Let me help you plan it.
Have you ever cooked for yourself?
Once, unsuccessfully.
Do you vote?
Not allowed.
What?
Yeah.
That's insane.
Them's the rules.
Have you ever had your heart broken?
The day my dad died.
Alex Claremont Diaz, it's almost 7. You have interviews to do. Let's get going.
Wake up. Zara!
Clothes on, now!
온 방을 뒤지며 스캔들을 대비하는 자으라.
Good morning.
Zara? Breathe.
Don't you tell me what to do. How long has this been going on?
Since New Year's.
Oh, God. And who knows about this?
Literally no one but you. And the Secret Service.
Oh, and I told my sister.
Oh, I didn't know that.
Yeah, she was really happy for us.
Oh, I can't wait to see her again. She's really...
Okay, shut up, okay? The both of you. Alex, we are in a hotel crawling with reporters in a city filled with cameras on the precipice of the biggest event of the campaign in a race so close it could be arrested for assault, and you're asking me not to tell your mommy on it? But you're the one who decided to put your dick into the heir to the British throne.
Well, technically, I'm the spare.
Not talking to you, sir. Would it make any difference if I told you not to see him again?
No.
Every time I see you, it takes another year off of my life. And if anyone sees you leave this hotel, I will Brexit your head from your body. You got me?
Loud and clear.
Your Royal Highness.
결국 알렉스는 엄마에게 모든 걸 털어놓기로 결심하죠.
You look very serious.
Relevant to the campaign, in a way. I've met someone.
Honey, that's great. I mean, why would that be relevant to the campaign? She's not a Republican, is she?
She's also a he, and he happens to be Henry.
We're gonna need some pizza.
엄마는 커리어를 포기할 수 없는 대통령이기도 했지만 아들을 사랑으로 응원해주는 평범한 엄마이기도 했습니다.
You need to figure out if you feel forever about him before you take this any further. A relationship like this will define your life. And you have to tell your father.
This is uncharted territory for us.
When you're a parent, every day is uncharted territory. And when your child is Alex Claremont Diaz, you get used to the exceptional. I love you.
부모님과 가족들에게 커밍아웃하며 헨리와 알렉스는 조금 더 편하게 만나게 되었죠.
Jordan! No! Oh my God, you are such a cretin. No, get off! About how my life is going to be a lot different after the election. My mom will hopefully be in office again, and we won't have to worry about winning any more national elections. And I'll have a lot more freedom. We can walk through Austin holding hands, and it won't even matter if anyone sees us.
엄마가 재선에 성공하면 조금 더 자유로워진 알렉스와 달리 헨리는 평생 왕자라는 타이틀을 가지고 살아야만 했습니다.
Not this time, but I felt myself getting too close. And I didn't want to break his heart.
What about your heart?
The idea of royalty in the 21st century, it's so antiquated. I wonder if what we do has any meaningful impact on people's lives.
Do you love him?
What difference would it make if I did?
알렉스는 갑자기 사라진 헨리를 걱정하고 있었지만 헨리의 상황에서는 그를 피하는 것이 정답이었죠.
Percy said that Henry sometimes goes into his cocoon phases and the only thing to do is just wait it out.
Can't wait it out. I'm going crazy here.
Well, you have air miles. Go to London. Get your man.
이 늦은 시간에 헨리를 찾아온 알렉스.
All I know is I'm the one here willing to fight for us.
Because it costs you nothing!
If this is over, I at least deserve to know why.
Oh, for Christ's sake, Alex, for once, I wish you could see me for who I am and not who you want me to be. I wasn't raised by a loving, supportive family like you were. I've centuries of history bearing down on my shoulders. My life is the crown, and yours is politics, and I will not trade one prison for another.
We can figure out a way to love each other on our own terms, no one else's.
That is simply not possible, and you know it.
그러면서 떠나라고 이야기는 하지 못하는 헨리.
So tell me to go, Henry. And I promise I will walk out that door and trouble you no longer.
Something I want you to see. My father used to bring me here. How I like to come at night. In here, at night. No one else is around to gawk at you or try and take your picture.
And he'd love it as much as I did. We dance right here amidst all these statues. Just a daft pubescent fantasy.
알렉스는 헨리를 위해 음악을 틀고 춤을 춰줍니다.
Please be patient with me. And I promise I will try and be brave for us. Because when they write the history of my life, I want it to include you. And my love for you.
각자의 자리로 돌아가기 전 헨리는 반지를, 알렉스는 열쇠가 걸린 목걸이를 선물합니다.
I love you. I'll be as patient as you need. Go in an election.
그리고 다음날 왕실에서 온 소란스럽게 전화벨 소리가 울리죠.
Your emails to Alex have been hacked. They were posted overnight to Reddit.
I've taken the liberty of confiscating your phone as a precaution.
You've done what?
They've taken my phone and laptop as well.
Orders from the palace, sir.
No, I give the orders in this palace!
These orders are from Buckingham Palace, sir.
Details the romance of Prince Henry and Alex Claremont Diaz, the son of American President Ellen Claremont.
온 세상이 두 사람의 이야기로 물고 뜨는 와중에 두 사람은 과연 서로를 지킬 수 있을까요? 영화 빨강파랑어쨌든찬란은 비엘 장르의 작품으로 동물 베스트셀러를 원작으로 제작되었습니다. 해당 작품은 비엘이라는 매니아층이 강한 작품이지만 현재 촬영일 기준으로 프라임비디오에서 총 54일고에서 1위를 차지했고 전체 순위에서 전세계 1위를 차지하며 가장 성공한 비엘 작품이 되었습니다. 사실 이 작품이 하트스토퍼와 같은 메시지를 담은 퀴어 작품은 아닙니다. 그런데도 이렇게 성공한 이유는 뭘까요? 이 답은 바로 비주얼과 완성도에 있습니다. 솔직히 비엘이란 장르가 엄청난 연출이나 스토리적인 부분에서 신박함 또는 사회적 메시지를 담는 장르는 아니죠. 그냥 정말 보이즈러브라는 것에 충실한 작품이기에 큰 기대가 되는 장르는 아니지만 이 작품은 기승전결이 정말 깔끔하게 딱 떨어집니다. 그렇게 이 장르를 좋아하는 사람들에겐 이 영화를 선택 안 할 이유가 없는 거죠. 그리고 우리나라 같은 경우에는 아직 비엘 장르가 투자받기 쉽지 않거든요. 그러다 보니까 이 정도의 큰 규모의 작품도 많이 없고 연기도 아주 어색한 경우가 많습니다. 그런데 역시 할리우드에서 제작되어서 그런지 배우들의 연기도 워낙 좋았고요. 작품의 규모도 정말 크고 좋았습니다. 이게 영국 왕자와 대통령 아들의 이야기다 보니까 제작비가 적게 들어가면 정말 볼품이 없을 텐데 크게 투자받은 덕분에 정말 만족하는 퀄리티가 나온 것 같습니다. 왜 10부작 드라마가 아닐까 하는 아쉬움이 들 정도로 이 장르에서는 보기 힘든 정말 깔끔한 작품, 이 장르에 관심 있는 입문자나 이미 충분히 볼만큼 본 고인물까지 만족할 수 있는 영화 빨강파랑어쨌든찬란 추천해드리면서 저는 이만 인사드리도록 하겠습니다. 가시기 전에 구독과 좋아요 한 번씩 부탁드립니다. 오늘도 찾아오셔서 너무너무 감사해요. 저는 지금까지 영화를 그리는 신기누설이었습니다.
What was taken from us this week was our right to determine for ourselves how and when we should share our relationship and queer identities with the world. But there is another truth that's much simpler. I fell in love with a person who happens to be a man, and that man happens to be a prince. He has captured my heart and made my life immeasurably better. I love His Royal Highness, Prince Henry George, Edward James, Hanover Stuart Fox.
빨강